Hey guys, it's Adam. I am here today with Michael Stevens from Vsauce. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Good to see you. Oh,
Good to see. Oh, hey.
Hey.
Good to not see your hand. Actually, I'm just rude all the time.
Michael,
Wasn't an accident.
I learned about you while we were on tour that you are a watch guy.
I'm a big watch guy.
You actually travel with several watches and you change them up.
I'm actually a big time guy and a big mechanism guy, which means I'm a watch guy. But those two came first.
Right. Okay, so what are you wearing today?
Actually, today I'm wearing a watch. I just got a new battery and I haven't worn it in a while. It's a Komandirsky Soviet watch. It's a quartz movement, which normally I don't wear, but when they're this color blue
It is
and they're a
really
gift from
lovely.
my wife, I
Yeah,
wear them.
totally.
And I love that our second hand here is moving in its own little circle down there.
Okay. And it's a chronograph, right? So you can
Yep.
actually test time
So
on
I
the
can
top
start it
button
up,
and you just
and now watch how that hand there, it's doing quarter seconds.
Wow.
So each line, it takes 1 second to go all the way around.
Does it do that the whole time, or does it do that just to 30 seconds and then it rests?
Hold on, I think it does 180 degrees in 1 second because 1,000, 2, yeah. I think
Nope, it goes all the way
you're
around.
right, you're right.
Per
It's
second, yeah.
all the way around in 1 second.
Let's see if it stops at 30 seconds, because I have a chronograph that stops after 30 seconds.
Oh, so it's just pretty for a while, and then it says, all right, this
Yeah.
is burning. Look
Yep.
at that.
Yeah,
How interesting.
yeah, they conserve, because it sucks up a lot of battery power.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. Now, shoot, I never remember how to
Oh,
reset these. Do I do both?
no, I would not. I have a watch that is very bad to press both buttons at once.
That kind of stuff makes me really nervous. The old,
Drives me crazy.
I can't push this now. Okay, so that freezes it, but I think it's still taking time.
Oh, it does split?
Does it? Let me see. No, it does not. Then I'll reset.
There you go.
Okay.
That is a lovely, lovely watch. I'm wearing a watch you did not see, because I only brought one watch on tour. But it's a classic Seiko. This is called the Seiko Pepsi because of the red and blue bezel. It is a diver's watch, hence the graphic of the scuba tank at 6 and 9. And I first learned about this Seiko, 25 years ago. A friend of mine had one, and he said it kept super reliable time. They're not crazy expensive.
Right.
And I just thought, oh, this would be really nice, especially since my regular wear watch was in the shop. Now, my regular wear watch is a Omega Seamaster Planet Ocean. And I love this watch. I think it is maybe the loveliest design I have ever seen in a watch. But when I wore the Seiko, something happens here on Tested, and we've never actually done a piece on this, but people notice that I wear different watches, and apparently on some watch forums, they discuss the watches that I purchase. And then people tweet things to me, and somebody tweeted to me that if I was wearing a Seiko, did I know about the Seiko modding community? Do you know about the Seiko modding? So apparently, because they're relatively inexpensive but high quality timepieces, and this is an automatic, by the way, which I love, and so is the Omega. People go out and buy different bezels, different glass, different faces, different hands, and they make their own Seikos.
Right.
And if you go to the pages, if you go to the communities where they do this, you can come across some really, really gorgeous, gorgeous watches.
Oh, I bet. Are they only modding Seiko parts onto Seiko parts, or?
I think that there are aftermarket, from my impression, and correct me if I'm wrong, but there are aftermarket companies that make bezels and glass for Seiko watches. And you have to be pretty persnickety to get this right.
Yeah.
But you get a timepiece. And so given that that's my favorite watch in the world, and I love the reliability and low expense of the Seiko watch, I love the back of that watch.
Can I try this on just
please.
to feel
Yeah.
its weight? This is a butterfly clasp, by the way, which I appreciate.
Nice. Yeah, I like
keeps
that one.
Yeah. Is this the same?
Yeah. It's a heavy, heavy watch.
That's a heavy watch.
Yeah, you can really feel it.
And you wear your watches loose. Like this is probably how it fits on you.
No, I think my wrist is a
wrists,
little
maybe.
bigger than yours.
Yeah. But that would drive me wild. It's that motion that drives me wild, the up and down.
I've actually been bruised by my Shinola watch, which is even bigger than this, by like clapping and like having it hit my wrist. But I combined my love of the Omega Seamaster and my new fascination with Seiko and Seiko modding communities to purchase a custom Seiko modded
Hey!
to look like my Planet Ocean
Yeah.
Omega. Now, this has the red letters at 6, 9, and 12.
Yep.
They've gone with a very high quality glow in the dark paint on all the numbers. The bezel matches the chronograph
Yeah, it
bezel.
does. But it also doesn't. Well, okay. So what's the difference between the numbers on this bezel and on this one? I'm assuming that the red zone has something to do with air left in your scuba tank.
I think so. Yeah.
Here, it seems it gives us the same breakdown: 20, 30, 40, 50. But then the tick marks only go up until like 17.
Right, so it gives you that last 20 minutes, just like this on the red, the last 20 minutes are the important ones.
Yeah.
This is giving you the high granularity on those last
Right,
20
right.
minutes. And so this is someone who modified the face, the hands, the glass, and the bezel of a Seiko in order to make it look more like an Omega.
Do you know what the glass is made of? Is it crystal or is it mineral glass?
I don't remember. I must say I don't remember. I will tell you that I broke the glass on this one. I just got it back from the shop, and it took me years to break the glass. Like, this is really, really hard
Yeah.
glass, and I don't know what I did bad, but I did something.
Now, is AWC the person who modded this?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Wow,
Again,
so many mysteries.
I'm terrible about retaining some of this information, but I bought this on eBay. It was only about double the cost of a regular Seiko. So the Seikos are like between $250 and $400. This was about $650, which for such a lovely watch, I considered a very reasonable deal. But I thought you would love to know that there is this community out there that is customizing watches so that they look weirder and more different and cooler than anything you can buy in the store.
I love that. Well, now I know what to fill all of my free time with.
There you go, watch folks. I finally did a post on Tested about watches, and it won't be the last, I promise.
Can I quickly check my luggage to see if I brought my watches? Or if,
Absolutely.
okay,
Yeah,
let me
please.
be right back.
Totally.
My wife bought me a 24-hour watch,
Yeah.
Raketa, and everyone was really into it until it got popular enough that experts were going, "That's fake." And I was like, "Is it?" I don't know how they could tell. I'm not sure. And it's not like a fake Rolex.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
a fake, watch that was always a cheap watch. So why would you fake it? I don't know.
Wow.
But I don't wear it anymore. I want to get this figured out.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have a 24-hour watch with me right now because I'm traveling and I bring watches with me, and you're actually in luck because I brought some really weird ones.
And this is your watch travel case.
This is watch.
I haven't seen this.
Oh yeah. So my mom got this for me for Christmas. It's
that's
got my
so
initials
awesome.
on it, which is not my kind of thing.
You're like Thurston Howell.
I know. I would rather it have some funny joke, like just say the word diarrhea. And then it would just be a little less like, oh, yes, my watch case has my monogram. Anywho, I have a really good selection in here because I'm both going to be doing casual stuff, I'm going to be filming, and I'm going to a wedding. So let's take a look.
All right.
Here we go. These are the 5 that I'm traveling with right now.
Okay.
This watch right here is a Sturmansky 24-hour, and it's automatic. So just by shaking it around, the second hand's going.
That's lovely.
I love 24-hour watches. It's incredibly easy to get used to reading time this way. This is a modern Casio calculator watch that I got thinking I would use it in Minefield, but I wound up using a different watch, which I'm totally forgetting the name now of the brand. But you might notice that this one here,
What is going on with this one?
this one runs counterclockwise.
That is terrible.
So-
Is it so
so-
you can tell the time when you're looking in the mirror?
No, because that wouldn't help because the Roman numerals aren't mirrored. So it just goes the wrong way. This is also phenomenally easy to get used to.
Really? Like driving on the right side of the road?
Something like that. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
you're used to looking at a clock and going, oh, that minute hand is almost to the top. So we're
Yeah.
nearing the end of the hour. But here, it's going this way. So you're like, oh, wait, it's not just after 10. It's almost 11.
Wow.
And it's a good goof.
So
It's-
you wear that and you wait for people to notice?
No, I don't. What happened? Here's what happens, okay?
Because I used to ride the New York City subway, and back when I was like 18, 19 years old, and sometimes I would try and figure out what time it was just by looking at people and looking at their watches. And if
Yes.
I came across this, I'd be like,
Okay.
that guy.
So I do that too because it feels rude to like look at my own watch.
Yes.
So what I'll do is I'll try to look at other people's watches, so I look engaged, but actually I'm bored and trying to figure out when this meeting's going to be over.
It's so funny how like no matter what's going on, it feels rude to be like, right?
I know. All right, so look, this one goes counterclockwise, and I use it just because I collect interesting things.
Yeah.
What always happens is that I'll run into someone a few times a month who's like really into their watch, and it's an expensive one. And they're like, oh yeah, no big deal. And then I'm like, oh, well, I'm wearing a watch, and it's just a goof. Like, it's basically like a clown's watch.
Right.
But inevitably, the people are more shocked by that right away.
Nice.
And then finally, this is the watch I got married in. This is the opposite of a funny watch. This one is a 1930s Omega.
It is
I'll take it off the
beautiful. Oh my goodness.
cushion. And this watch is not automatic. You must wind it about every 18 hours. And the spring is such that it slows down as it runs out of power. And so it's not great for precision timekeeping, but take a look at that. I love it because at that time, Roman numerals weren't cool. They weren't considered as nice. And so you've got your nice Arabic numerals.
Oh, that's just gorgeous. I love how their 7 looks almost exactly like an upside down 2.
Yeah, right? You can wind it up because
And it also does the 24 hours. It gives you military time around the outer
it gives
perimeter.
military around the outside.
That's
And
nice.
if you wind it, you can see that the second hand is not, doesn't share an endpoint with the minute and hour. Instead, the second hand is down in that little dial.
It's its own little square.
And it's quite loud, actually. Like, I wore this all during our honeymoon, and sitting watching Netflix,
You
it
can
was
actually
like,
hear it?
oh my gosh, I got to take this off. But it's got a very unique sound that sounds old.
Hold on. I'm going to hold it up to my hearing aid. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's lovely. I hope. Okay, I'm going to hold it up to my microphone. There we go. Yeah.
Ah, you can hear it?
A little bit.
That is lovely. That is just beautiful.
I'm gonna wear this to my my friend's wedding in Italy.
I was going to say, when I saw these 4 right off the bat, I was like, I can tell which one's the wedding watch.
Yeah.
Do you have a preference between the leather bands and the link bands?
No, because I wear a different watch every day.
Right, so you go back and forth.
I go back and forth. The only kind of strap I don't like is the kind of strap I was wearing yesterday.
Which is?
Well, which is
Oh, I see.
whatever I wore yesterday, and every yesterday is different.
Yeah, I see.
Each day. So it's always, I want something different. I think that, okay, honestly, this, the kind of, what would you call this? It's made out of panels or whatever. They pinch my incredibly hairy arms.
Yeah, I don't have that. I find that because I work in the shop and I get sweaty and greasy, that the leather bands tend to feel clammier to me. And I
So
tend
you
to
prefer those, but that's not going to pinch hairs in the same way.
No.
I cannot decide what kind of strap I like. I'll see a leather strap, I'll be like, that is so cool. And then I'll be watching TV and someone's got a strap like that, and I'm like, that's cooler.
So actually, the reason I went and bought this Seiko is because my a cameraman I work with, Burke, out of Los Angeles, has this exact model, but he has a Milanese band on it, and it is just lovely.
I don't know what Milanese.
Milanese is the super fine, like, chain link.
Oh.
It's like the high-end Apple Watch is a
That's
Milanese
not super
band.
common right now.
No, but they're lovely, and I have a Milanese on one of my other watches, and it feels great. But this feels to me, when I put this on, I know it's heavy, but it feels like kind of like a superhero fan brace.
We're getting really subjective here. I won't share all of my little judgments about watches. Actually, I brought this on tour. You've seen it. It's the very early digital watch that
Probably
uses
12 when I bought my first bubble LED
big old
calculator.
old ones that you plug into a wall
No,
in
no,
order
no.
to
It was
add
about this big,
numbers
yeah.
for 2 hours to go look at a house because you would get a free LED calculator with a home tour.
Wow.
And they were like, a machine that does math and fits in your hand? By golly,
By gum, I must have such a...
that's what today is about.
All right, I think it's time to end the segment.
Time to go.
All right, thanks
Thanks
guys.
for watching.